Hey guys, so it's time to talk about your work. And I know I told you guys earlier today that I was having a very rough few days and that I'm pretty depressed right now. So I'm not gonna lie to you, that's still absolutely true. Um, but I promised you I would do this today, so we're doing this today. And me taking a day off isn't going to make me feel any better. It's just going to make me feel guilty for not doing what I told you I would. So we're here. And we're gonna do Twitter first this week and then Blue Sky, but that's only because I only got one thing on Twitter this week and I got a bunch of stuff on Blue Sky, so it's going to take longer to go through Blue Sky. I know this is the order I did it in last week, and I normally like to flip them, but again, I got one thing on Twitter and a bunch of stuff on Blue Sky. So it's going to take me a minute to get through Blue Sky. I got a lot of new people on Blue Sky, so that's exciting. Um, so Oh, see, I hadn't even looked at this yet. I saw you posted it, but I hadn't even looked at it yet. And I love, what did you do? Black acrylic and white paint. It's still really pretty. Even if you are new to using it, like, paint and I are not friends. I only use paint for cosplay projects. I don't think it's an ugly tree in the bottom corner. Like, I knew exactly what it was. I knew what it was supposed to be. I I'm not trying to discern what anything is. Like, it reads very clearly what everything is and what's going on. Um I think you're doing a really good job, honestly, especially if it's something you're new to using. Um Honestly, I'd like to see more acrylic work from you. This is nice. I like this. Um I like how the mountains are fading into the background where, like, they wouldn't be that visible anyways because they're not close. The closer you get is the clearer things become. So that's why you get that fade out on the horizon line. Um it's a really good black and white piece. Black and white's also not super easy to work in if you're not used to working in values, and especially when you're using a new medium and you're not quite sure how it's going to work, it's even harder. So, like, no, I really like this. It's I could stare at this for a hot second. I really like this. I think you did a really good job. Please do more of this kind of work. I like this kind of work from you. Hey, how are you? Um but yeah, I was rambling about this kind of work, and then this is the only one I got on Twitter, so then I'm gonna do Blue Sky. Um, Say, because Blue Sky I got a lot of stuff. And I got stuff from people who haven't posted before, so that's exciting. Um, Say this, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to zoom in on because I have to zoom in on all their work. Um, and it's very watercolory today. Um, oh, I'm glad you're getting commissions. That's cool. Say their work is very watercolory today. It always has a very paint like texture. Normally, the ones that I've been getting have been acrylic. This one's very watercolory, and I like that. Like, you can even see the texture of the paper. Obviously it's digital, so not actual paper, but like would be paper. Um, I like I like the color scheme. I really like the background. The background's nice, soft, light colors. I still love this character's hair. Um, I love how the skin tones all have the undertone. Um, See, and I can't use watercolor to save my damn life. Like, I keep trying to, And me and paint are just not destined to be friends. I can use it for cosplay projects. I guess maybe if I really wanted to put the time into it, I could, but like, I'm more markers and colored pencils. I like. This character's very interesting. I like how the other characters are representing the random dots. I really like this character's shirt. I like this color blue, but again, I'm blue bias. I like this character's eyes. I like how this character's here, where it feels like this is the most of the thought. I like that this was shaded in blue. I love how all the little details are never, the little detail shine lights are never like, oh, you missed me yakking about your work, actually. I did yours first. I want to see more acrylic work from you. I like the opaqueness of this top. I really like the watercoloriness of this. I like this one. I like this one a lot. Click. Okay, this is the first time we've had Harry come in and give me their work. I'm glad to finally see them here. And to see Maribeth come into the stream. I like watching the evolution of Harry's characters show up whenever they appear on either of my feeds. I like this character Bible that's getting built. As a fellow OC haver and a massive world builder, I appreciate all of Harry's world building, and this character Bible has just been fantastic. I like the green-red color combination. I like that the angelic forms are all in white. I like that we're using those tones to signify shift in what side they're on. I like that her weapon even shifted from green to red. So did her earrings. Her earrings shifted from green to red. The mark on her forehead did too. Normally that's all in green. And this one, like it's supposed to be commanding power, like don't mess with her, and it's definitely giving that air of like she is in her final form, her ultimate form. Don't mess with her. It is strong and imposing, and Harry's posing is always so good, and they're so good at expression and just body language. I really like these two. I'm giving Harry gets away with the two for this time because they're connected. But this character Bible of just eating this stuff up. I love that we're getting all of this information. Please let me know all about your characters. I love this kind of stuff. Okay. M is new, hasn't posted yet. This is a new one. It's their OC from their graphic novel series, Lou. I like how simple the background is, but still giving the illusion of light. I like the lighting. I like the eyes. I like the way the hair is flowing. I really like the gaze of the eyes. And this here brings you down into it. I like the way this one is lit. this is more in warm, and this is more in cool tones, and it gives that shadow of it. It's also not an easy pose to draw. I like how things blur out to give you more of a focus. It gives that sense of depth. Yeah, they did a really good job. I think this is the first time. No, Salad's posted in my stuff before to do stuff. This is their OC Chris, and they gave me this person to draw for the draw this in your style prize. So I get to do this, and I love their work. It's traditional. It's always so impactful. It's always so bold. I love the pose. I love the gaze. I love the way the hair is flowing. I love all the red lines throughout the skin and how they function as leading lines. I love the way white is used as both an outline and a light. Like the depth of form that's created just from how they use color. Like they really have excellent work. It's white charcoal colored pencil and chalk marker on black paper. See, and that makes it even more complicated because drawing on black paper is not easy. But no, this came out fantastic. It came out excellent. It's really a wonderful piece. This is Kai's work for their OC. We talked about recently when I was yakking about color. And I do love the flow of the hair. I love that it's simple but it's still striking. I love that the hair has motion. I love that gold streak. I love the red that's been mixed in. Like blood. I love the way the skin is highlighted. I love the way their eyes are done because it definitely makes me want to know more. This is it's simple, but it still says a lot. And that's not easy to do. I also just love the way they draw faces. In the ears. They draw such good ears. Okay, this is Wine, and their work is new to the stream. I was staring at it earlier and thinking about how much I liked the sky, how gentle those fingers feel on the chin, and how directed the gaze feels, where you can tell they're definitely looking off screen. I was also thinking about how it definitely looks like it's been run through a filter, even though it hasn't. It's just the way the color is painted. It feels very posturized, filtery. I love the red streak in the hair. I love the pink that's underneath the eye. I love how they drew and painted the hair because it feels so soft. This hand is an excellent hand. And it's definitely a piece that makes you want to know what's going on. I also love that they went dark with their shadows. Like, I love how dark they went with the shadows. And I love, again, that it's a sky and it's faded out and it's kind of blurred out, but like it doesn't need to be a sharp. It's just it's perfect how it is done. And yeah, it really makes me want to know, like, who is this person? What's going on? It's good at telling a story. This one I was staring at earlier, and we're gonna have to make it big, because there's a lot going on. So from this, to be able to see the whole thing, I really like the angle that it was drawn at. It's drawn from bird's eye view, so that you're looking down. And all the wood grain was put into the floor. And I love that the wood floor is not the same color, like old school wood flooring would have been. And I love the stone wall, and I love the stool and the wood. Why did I just lose the wood? The wood board, baseboard. But there's a lot of details like this torns and stitching, the torn, and then stitching, and torn and stitching that you can't see if you're not zoomed in. And I appreciate the little details like that. Like, you can't really see the scars and when it's like this, like, you can see it, but you can't see it. That, like, there's the little hairs that are drawn on the arm, and then the way it's textured when it's done with hatching across it, and like there's the little bits of hatching throughout the line art that you can't see unless you zoom in, and I appreciate that. I love the level of detail that got dropped into this sword. Like, from here you can't see that, but if you look at the guard, there is so much detail dropped in there, but you have to zoom in to see it. And I love the little itty bitty details that, like, see, and all this hatching that's in the shading. This hatching can put so much character and depth into things without actually having to go heavy on the shading. And like the shadows are working how they would in. Come on, zoom back out, thank you. And like this little piece of like liquid, and it's running, and there's a lot going on. And like, see this, that's busted. There's a lot going on here, and it's very interesting. There's a lot of detail that I can appreciate. I also really appreciate the gravity right here. The gravity of the pendant hanging down, his braids hanging down. I appreciate the gravity of what's going on. That, like, this is detached, his tie's messed up, the sword is dropped. You can feel kind of the motion. You're fine, you don't need to say much. I'm doing today. I'm doing it, but not feeling the best. To say this is recent work, the most beautiful they've done. About someone in a Blue Lobster cafe during Winter Festival in our country. See, and that's the thing, when I was looking at it earlier, you can definitely tell this is set in a cafe. I love that the background is put in and then blurred out, because that's how it would have kind of been, and it's all lights because it's definitely a winter festival. I love the snowflakes. I love how fancy her hat is. I love the character in general. I love her design. I love that the wreaths are on the lampposts. I love that there's snowmen painted on windows. I love the detail that got put into the bar stools, the detail that got put in the balcony she's on. I love the Christmas tree, the detail that got put into the foot of the Christmas tree. I love the garland that's up. I love the bows that got put on everything. There's a lot of detail that got put into this. There's a lot of thought that got put into this. And it's also set at an angle. It looks like it's set dead on, but it's not. Because she's sitting at an angle. So there's perspective going on here for this line. And I appreciate that. They did good work. Okay, this one I had to talk to, because she gave me that one last week, and I told her give me something else. So I got this one this week. Um, and this one, like, I can't get over this veil. This veil, the moon, the sky. You can't see the stars if I'm zoomed out. There's all the little light variation in the sky and the trees, and I love the lighting. I love how white was used for lining to do the lighting. Um, I love how the moon is also working as a light source to illuminate the veil from the back. I love all of this intricate beadwork and this intricate work here on the bust of the dress. I love the soft lit on the jaw and the bottom of the nose, and that the light, you can see the lighting coming up, but you can also see the lighting coming from the back, and it's making such a beautiful silhouette. This work is, it's gorgeous. It's downright gorgeous. Okay, Shrunky's back gave me a piece that I've had many feelings about. This piece, first off, their line art on this, I've watched it go from line art to cut flats to this. Their line art is impeccable as ever. I love the way it's rendered, and I love the silhouette shadow behind it being complete and not quite matching. I love that little illusion going on in the back that makes you wonder what's going on. The rendering came out absolutely beautiful. I love the way it's all colored. I love the way the hair is drawn. It's soft but feels heavy. I love the highlights on it. I love the antlers and how this is drawn. The skull is drawn. I love all of it. I also loved it when it was flat color, and I also loved it when it was originally drawn in the palette that I gave them. But like, there's all kinds of little details of like the hatching and the lines and the hatching here and hatching going up the jaw, neck, and like this where the shoulder blades would be. This is wonderful work as usual, and I've loved it in every stage I saw it in. I also love the soft gradient of cool colors in the background that keeps this feeling kind of cold. Which makes that whitish light coming in feel warmer. I love that. Okay, the comment on this was, I'm so happy with this right now, and honestly, you fucking should be. It's soft as fuck. There's so many little itty bitty details in this whole thing, and I can't get over it. I definitely looked at this earlier, thinking about what I wanted to say tonight to see if I could do this while I was depressed, and honestly, this one made me feel a little better. They're so soft, and there's so many itty bitty details, and like, not just all your characters, but like the background, and like, I appreciate you for leaving the sky white, because the sky doesn't always have to be blue. Light definitely comes off as white quite a bit. And I like how it's all kind of kept this like rosy hue and white tone palette to it. It's wonderful. I love that I love the tablecloth. That tablecloth is cute as shit. Oh, and I love the cats up here, the pots up there, that's barely open. The tree is red, and you can see it peeking through. I love the wind chime. I love how the curtain's sitting and how opaque it is, and the little details behind it. I love the plant, and there's the kitchen towel, and it's so soft. You should be happy with this. You should be. Look, the coffee is reflecting the steam. You should be happy with this. It's soft as fuck. It's also cute as hell, and I love it. You should be happy with that right now. Okay, this one I'm sorry I have to do quick. I stared at it earlier and I had to kind of go away because there's lots of snakes in her design, and we've all discussed how scared of snakes I am. And as for as many times as I continue to try to look at this so then I can think of all the nice things I want to say because it is a very pretty piece, I keep staring the snakes in the face. So, I appreciate it, and it's gorgeous and it's beautiful, and they did an excellent job on the outfit, and the outfit is very sparkly, but I cannot zoom in on this. I appreciate the background. I appreciate the gradient and the shine of the clothes. I appreciate her shoes. I appreciate her hair. I appreciate her jewelry. The fan is fantastic. I can't look at it. I'm sorry. It's not that the art is bad. It's that I'm terrified of snakes, and the only thing I keep doing is nitpicking where every single snake is in this outfit. So it's a beautiful piece. I swear it is. I can appreciate it for the artistry. My fear, however, is intense, so I'm very sorry for that. Okay, this one's got a lot going on. The sword in the foreground has me asking so many questions. I absolutely love the background. The sky, I love the way the text is done. I love how it's written. I love how it's placed. I love how it's also clear and I can read it easily. From a graphic designer standpoint, this hits the mark. From an artist standpoint, also hits the mark. Because that sword isn't just working as a focal point, it's the way it's angled is making it a point of interest, and the way it's angled is making leading lines to force you to look down, which makes you follow the characters. Like also back here for the background, fantastic. Absolutely, I adore it. 100% good. It also, like, that's the thing. I want to know what's going on with the characters because this character does not have a simple design, but this character does. So, like, make me feel like there's something going on with this character and this one's connected to them somehow, but doesn't have so much going on. Definitely makes me want to know what's going on. The background though is immaculate. And it really, the sword is the sword is also impeccably drawn, but it's also making me like want to know what's going on because like it is working as a fantastic focal point. Okay, this one I was staring at earlier too, because I was just going through seeing like how many did I have submitted this week. This one has a lot going on, especially if you don't zoom in on it, because there is so much going on in this stained glass armor, and stained glass has a lot of repetitive intricacies that I appreciate. There's a lot of itty bitty line work going on here, and I love this kind of space theme that's going on in the stained glass. I love the way the metal was rendered, and I love how soft up here feels. I love the way the skin was painted. I love the lips. I love the hair. The sword is really cool. And this is also such an interesting design for armor. It's also such an interesting design for a sword. The armor is just the armor is the cosplayer in me consistently thinking how like cool that would be to make. I also like what's going on here with the arrows because it definitely makes me want to know what's going on with the arrows. And I love, like, you can see the itty bitty way it is in fact denting the armor. There's a lot of little details that make me wonder what's happening, what's going on. But like all over and all, it's just very impressive. It's like, again, this space theme that's going on and within all of the stained glass. It's such an interesting theme. It is. It's just. It's beautiful. It's fun to look at. It's beautiful. It's visually interesting. It's balanced. It's weighted. it's, all in all, it's an excellent piece. Okay. This one, they said is their OC, kind of representing the universe. I can definitely see that. I like the way it's lit. I like her eyes. I love her hair. I love the way her hair is becoming the universe and blends into the background. I love the color scheme. I love the way it's lit. I love the colors that were used to shade and render the skin. I love the way her lips are drawn. I really love her hair. Because the hair has such an ethereal, soft feeling to it. And it came out so pretty. Like, this definitely has some, like, mystic, magic, ethereal, godlike powers going on, feeling to it. And there is this, like, black versus, like, purple down here, and then the blue behind it makes the hair pop so much more. This one's just, it's got so much going on, but it's also so simple at the same time. The hands, too, though. The hands are so good. The hands, the ears, just the general placement of everything. It's simple, but it's not. Like, it looks simple, but if you actually think about what it took to actually draw all this, it's really not. This had to have taken a hot minute to do. You can see it in the work. It's gorgeous. Okay, I think that's everyone. Yes. I think that's everyone. Okay, that's everyone. So, I know stream was short today, and admittedly, I'm still pretty depressed. But I knew if I didn't do it, if I didn't do what I said I was going to do, I would have felt guilty for not doing it. So, normally I would sit on stream and I would draw and color with you, and I'm working on the boys right now because husbands make me happy. But I probably will try to be back tomorrow. I have tomorrow off. And I have things I have to do tomorrow, but after that, I will be back tomorrow. But I still appreciate you guys for popping in and hanging out with me for a little bit. I'm sorry it was short today. But no, I appreciate you guys looking out for me anyway, because I had quite a few of you tell me to cancel the stream and just do it later, but I knew I couldn't. So I just appreciate you guys, and I want you to know that. Thank you.